How you doing? This is Mitch with the Native Survival School. Today we're going to go over an axe from Sweden. Stay tuned. So I've had a chance to use this axe a few times in the woods. This is kind of a first impressions review. It's a 26-inch axe by Hults Bruks, sometimes called Hultifers. It is the Kisa, K-I-S-A. Very good axe. Sheath has open cheeks, so you can see. Comes with a mirror edge. Mirror edge. Unbelievable. This is a really good axe. Taken a liking to it thus far. This is a really old company. I think it's like 1697 possibly when they were founded. Hults Bruks. I decided to get this axe because some of my other axes that I own, the head wasn't as heavy as I wanted it to be. And I wanted a longer handle. Other axes I have just didn't meet those requirements for me. So this head is advertised as 1 3/4 pounds, which is a pretty good size head, pretty good heavy head for a 26-inch axe. 24 to 26, 1 3/4 is a good weight. I mean, you feel it, it's a good weight. Actually though, their second number usually is how heavy the head is. Sometimes it's stamped 1 3/4, 1 1/4. Mine's stamped 2, so it's possible that this is a 2-pound head. They might have slightly changed their design and haven't updated their site yet. I don't know. Made really well. Nice pull. The way that they make axes over there, really deep stamps, they have 2 makers make each axe at a time. 2 makers. And they have the hammer, the power hammer in front of them. And they go back and forth, manipulating it. And it's described as like a rhythmic process where the two makers are in unison. They always work together and they get a feel for each other. It's a pretty interesting way to make axes. I suppose it's a good way too, because having 2 people work on an axe kind of ensures that if one guy is having a bad day, the other one kind of picks it up, and he doesn't want to let the other guy down, so he's going to make sure that he does his best work. So it's a pretty good idea. So I've used it to split. Splits really well. I've used it to fell. I've used it to buck logs. This is just a fantastic axe. So this is my first impressions. The grain is good on the handle. No blemishes. Came in really good condition. Good quality sheath. The hide is thick on the sheath. Head's nice and heavy, just what I wanted. Mirror edge. Unbelievable. I mean, look at that. Just incredible. I mean, they just did a good job. They just made a good axe. They know what they're doing. They've been doing it a long time. A lot longer than some other Swedish axe companies. So this is my first Hults Bruk's axe. Figured I'd give it a shot, because some of my other Swedish axes just weren't getting it done for me anymore. They weren't heavy enough. They weren't long enough. They weren't meeting my specifications of what I preferred. They just weren't doing it. So there it is. Kisa, K-I-S-A. Hultifers, or Hults Bruk's axe. Made in Sweden. Old school, from the 1600s. They've been making tools a long time over there. I think they're actually the longest functioning forge in the country, which is pretty cool. So far, I'm really liking this axe a lot. It's always in my ruck now. So my first HB, Hults Bruk axe. Very impressed with it thus far. They seem to have 2 levels of quality. This is like their upper level, their artisan level. Has a black finish on the head of the axe. They also have like a common level, a standard level, and that is a gray finish. Thus far, I couldn't be happier with this axe. If you're looking for a good axe from a different company that has different specs in Sweden, heavier heads, a little bit longer handles, give them a shot. Nothing but love for it thus far. This has been Mitch with the Native Survival School. Be sure to check out my website, nativesurvival.com, and as always, enjoy the outdoors and bring some good tools.